Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, we need to discuss Goose Finance. I'm going to go over what's going on. There's been a lot of panic and upsets in this particular space. And you know what? This actual video, I'm going to be doing this as a direct call and message to the developers because you guys just need to know. That's as simple as that. And I'm 100% supporting every single person right now that has maybe lost some money in this space, because for me it's not on. I'm fine with it, by the way, because, you know, I was probably one of the few that was able to make money from this. But I know there's a lot of people that have lost money and things need to be discussed, okay? So if you are someone that has had a bit of trouble with Goose Finance, please drop that like and give me a subscribe. Like I said, I'm hoping that by me doing this video, it's really going to open up to the developers' eyes and make them understand what's going on, because that's what I want to do. I think it's important that they really understand from my point of view, and hopefully with all your comments, they can read through these and hear your point of view on Goose Finance as well. And yeah, but you know, before I get into this, as I always say, I need to let you know I am not a financial advisor. This is just my own personal opinion on these markets, or the market. So please always do your own research before investing any money. That being said, let's talk Goose, because I know a lot of people have had a hard time with layered farming. And, you know, I'm one of those people, when the first layer opened up, right, layer 1, I lost a bit of money, but I made it back significantly fast because I soon learned what to do with Goose Finance, and especially on the layered farming side of things. Now, there's a lot of things that I want to talk to you in relation to layered farming and the developers. Now, look, guys, and this is a message to the developers now, because I know that you've been trying your hardest to try and work on something new that in your eyes was hopefully going to work, right? And in respects, you have been very transparent in what you've said, what you wanted to do. But it does not change the fact that there's people that have lost money in this. Now, I tried to look on Telegram for a specific announcement that they made at the very start, and it wasn't massive. It was just like talking about the layered farming, what it's going to do, and it talked about how the price could be stable and blah blah blah, or the APR be stable and blah blah blah. But I couldn't find it. But I've been going through like some of the other, because I was trying to find like stuff backdated. So if you look here, this was like February 26th, right? So I'm guessing this is one of the very first introductions to layered farming. I mean, you guys can go through this in your own time if you want. The link's up here, you can pause it and find it. But yeah, I just want to point a few things out, because, and this isn't just with Goose Finance. I think it's with many projects in the going forward in the future, whether it's DeFi, whether it's, you know, things, any coin. It doesn't matter which coin it is, any coin in the cryptocurrency space. You have to take this into consideration, right? If you're going to put something in your introduction, you have to make sure that it comes across valid and significant for the people that read it and want to invest, because a lot of people like me were probably reading through this, and you know, layered farming is for those who chase high risk. Great, fine, you've made it very clear right there, high risk, but then you also say high reward. Now, for me, this bit here is where the problem lied for the promotion on this video, because I would have just taken this out completely, because a lot of people have been investing into Goose Finance under the hope that they could get high reward. Now, if prices are like starting, because you best believe, right, weeks ago, layered 1, the first GG1 egg was around $300. The second GG egg was around $300. And what happened was that as time went on with each layer, it became a pump and dump. And I had been saying this to them in their Telegram. I said, listen, you need to be careful about what you're trying to do here with these layers. You know, you need to try and get it right, because if you don't, you might end up seeing your project become a pump and dump. Now, I still think there's potential in Goose Finance, and I'm going to explain how. I'm even going to give you guys a very simple basic strategy in which, you know, if you have lost money and you're watching this, you can do this simple strategy where you will make money, and I guarantee you can make it, providing that you stick to it, right? And these are the sort of things that I offer to my patrons. But I think it's important, you know, people out here watching also get to have something like this. And again, you know, if you haven't become a patron, you're welcome to do so. These guys see my strategies. They see exactly what I'm doing, especially if they're in the tier for the buy, sell, stake alerts. They have specific prices of what I plan to do and when I plan to buy and sell. Especially when it comes to staking, I let them know exactly what I'm doing. That's exclusive to them. So if you want that information, guys, become a patron, because I believe it can help you on your journey. I'm not going to give you too much information as to what I do on the staking side. You can check that out if you want to become a patron. But I'm just going to give you a simple strategy, right? But before I do that, let's just talk more on the promotion side of things of this layered farming, because you have been trying hard, and I understand it takes time to build this whole process of something new and something innovative. And you know, again, you guys can read through this in your own time. I was just trying to look at specific parts as to what they were saying. Now, like I said, these guys have been transparent from the start. You know, they've made it clear, you know, anyone that wants to invest into the layered farming for high APY, you know, it's a gamble. That they've made it clear. It's not like we weren't prepared for this. So this is something, and again, this is why I always say at the start of my videos, you know, please do your own research, because you know, if you look at the very first few videos that I've done on Goose Finance, I said to you, you know, this is high risk. You need to be prepared for what you're doing, especially when it comes into layered farming. But yeah, you know, they have made it clear, so I have to give them props on that, right? But I think the problem here, look, gooses who want to just enjoy lower APY, you know, but stable price, can hodl in the eggs, meaning just hold your eggs, right? Now, I think that a lot of people that have lost their money on Goose Finance, mainly through the farming side of things, I don't touch this, right? And if you are someone that was, again, on my Patreon, you see I never discuss farming with LP tokens or anything, because for me it's such a high risk. And if you're someone that has been every single layer buying these coins at the highest price, £200 or £100 or £70 or £50, even £10, and then you're seeing them fall down to this, I totally understand. It hurts. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling, losing money. And you know, this is why I'm making this video, because I want to make sure that people can try and get some sort of value out of it at the end of this video. Now, for me, I just don't touch farming, because when it comes to, again, farming, if some coins, meaning if you look at this, when it comes to LP farming, you farm two different types of coins. You're basically providing liquidity. That's what the LP stands for. Liquidity, right? Liquidity pool, liquidity provided, well, I can't remember what the P is, but you're providing liquidity, and you have to usually provide an equal amount, meaning you put an equal amount of GG2, equal amount of BSD, if you're using this one for example, and then you basically stake it to make more, right? But this is where the problem's been going. People have been providing liquidity and buying GG2 at a high price, and then it's gone down. Now, for me, that just doesn't work, because you get this thing called impermanent loss, and that is what people are facing, impermanent loss. And that's just one thing that I just don't like doing when it comes to you know, farming coins. And you may find this similar thing on other different DeFi coins like this. Now, for me, I'm just happy to just stick with staking, and this is what I've been doing, going to incubators and just staking. And, you know, again, people may have been doing this, is again, been buying these coins, especially like, because I've been in these incubators, I've been in them, but I haven't been buying these coins, like the GG1s and the GG2s and the GG3s, I haven't been buying them at the highest prices. And if I did buy at a high price, you best believe I dollar cost average and bought down, and then you know, worked out a strategy to make profit on that at the time of needing be, right? But I think that people have been buying these high coins at a high price, and then obviously been selling them at a loss. And I think the best way to really focus on this is my strategy to you guys now, right? Is if you want to make money with this, and so basic and so simple, and if you want to make money on this, but you don't want to risk, you know, the high risk on layered farming, guys, just focus on the nest. It's that simple. Just focus on the nest. Buy eggs, hold your eggs, and then stake them in the nest, because you can't go wrong with that. For me, I'm happy taking my eggs and putting them into like an incubator, like on the layer 3 or the layer 2, and even on the next layer, layer 4, because I have a strategy, and my patrons know what I'm doing, right? And until such a time, if I feel like that I can make more money with the nests, then they know that because I let them know. And yeah, you know, when it comes to incubators, I'm happy to put my eggs in here, and you can see I've got some eggs here, very transparent, 43 eggs sitting in here for now, and I'm making a profit of this. Even if the price is $12, I'm making a profit. And if you look back at my get my words out, I ain't got nothing. If you look back at my last videos, I even said to you, I'm prepared. Even my last GG video, look at the GG layer 3. I told you guys, I am prepared for if GG free price even goes to $6 or around there, because that's what the price the last ones were on. And I've made my strategy based on this, and this is what you guys should be doing. Now there's a few things that you can do actually. If you didn't want to stake just your normal eggs and you wanted to still try the layered farming, this is what I would recommend. And again, not investment advice, but this is what I would do. If I was going to try layered farming, you have to go back to basics, meaning I would start at the very first layer. Right, I wouldn't be buying eggs, the brand new eggs, because this is what's going to happen. They've got a new layer coming out in 4 days. But I tell you what, Goose Finance developers, if you're watching, I don't think people are gonna rush into this layer. You're gonna find a big problem, because if people do not rush into this layer, you're not gonna get your eggs burned like you want, because people are going to be worried about losing money again, and your layered farming could potentially fail. And again, I'm not trying to spread fear or anything like that on anyone. I'm on the people's side on this one, because I don't like hearing people lose money. Yeah. So, and I'm hoping that people can share this so you guys watch this and kind of learn from this to help develop your project going forward. Right. The layered farming for some isn't working. For the very few, me and a few others, maybe it's working because I know how to make a strategy on it, but for the majority it isn't working. And you have to figure out a strategy where these prices can remain the same. Now the problem that you face is that people are going to constantly be pumping and dumping, meaning when you make this new layer 4, you get a new egg, GG4. People are going to be buying this before it comes out, and then when it gets right to about $300-400, they're going to dump it, and then the price is going to fall again, and people are going to suffer again. Now, I'll tell you what, if anyone's watching this that has been into Goose Finance for the last month now, because this is what we're talking, and I understand it's a whole new thing that they're trying something new, I understand that. And I also understand that, you know, again, it's to us to do our own research and our own risk and only put in what we can afford to lose. Again, I've been saying that over all my videos, right? It's a high risk and stuff. But, you know, Goose, you have to solve this issue, because when you say stuff like this, high risk, high reward, I say this, high risk equals high reward. And I say it on the basis of your actual coin. I'm still happy to invest in your coin, because I believe that this price, the actual egg price can still go up, because, you know, it's scarce. It's more scarce than most coins that exist today on the market. And can we see this? Are we able to see it? Let's have a look right down here. So right now, you know, you've minted 1.3 million. Yeah. Circulating is 1 million. So, you know, it's 21 times more scarce than Bitcoin right now. You've still got 234 million locked up in value, which in my eyes is not bad. It's still quite good. But I can tell you now, Goose, if you're watching this and you want to make sure that you keep that value locked up, you have to figure out another strategy for, and I'm going to say the farming side, because I don't actually think it's so much the staking side. I think it's the farmers, the people that are farming, that are losing, because your egg price is not stable. And again, I understand you're saying it's high risk, but people feel like they're losing money, man. And if you're not me, because again, there's probably a few that have made money. And if you're not someone like me and you have lost money, it's a horrible feeling. And, you know, I can only tell you now, layer 4, I can tell you what's going to happen right now. Layer 4, you will get your pump and you'll get your dump, and everything that I said to you in my last few videos, that it could end up like a pump and dump, that's what's going to happen, unless you solve this issue and try and stabilize these prices. Now, I've been saying this to you guys for the longest time, but no one's listened, and maybe this will help you guys listen. And you know what, I'm going to grab up, I need to grab it up, right? Pancake Bunny, because I've been saying this for the longest time. Pancake Bunny has this thing where you can withdraw your cash at any time, but they charge you a fee. And I've been saying this to the developers for the longest time, meaning if people put into the stake, or if people stake your coins or farm your LPs, whatever it is, If they want to withdraw, they need to pay a fee. And then that fee, I'm assuming Pancake Bunny puts back into the coin, which helps stabilize the Pancake Bunny coin. Goose, why have you not done this? Because again, I've been saying this to you guys since layer 1. Layer 2, actually layer 2, because layer 1 is a whole new experience for us. Layer 2, you know, you could do this. Because I'll tell you what, if you had a thing where people could not just pump and then dump, then maybe you'd see a situation where, you know, it works better. Because, you know, I'm looking at these nests. They were full a few days ago. Sorry, the incubators, they were full. But people have been selling. And as they sell, price goes down. Because that's what happens, right? People sell them off. I'm not here to tell you guys how to do your job. Because at the end of the day, you guys know best in what you're doing with your project. And I still believe in your project. I still believe to the fact that I'm going to hold my eggs. Because I believe that for those who don't know how to run these layered farming eggs, sorry, the layered farming, layered farming eggs, the GG1s and GG2s, I believe that there's still room for people to make money just with the negs. I meant to say the nest, the negs. Just with the nests. You can put your eggs in here and farm. Guys, 209% might not sound a lot to you, especially when you're looking at crazy APR prices of like, what we talking? You know, 2,000%. I know 2,000% looks interesting, but you have to take into consideration these prices are not stable right now. And if you don't have a good strategy like I do, you could lose your money. So, you know, egg seems to be the most stable egg coin of them all in relation to Goose Finance. Nest might be only 209%, but remember this, and I need to grab this up. Sorry, Bunny Pancake, you need to go. I'm trying to keep serious here because usually I do my mummy jokes and stuff, but when it comes to people losing money, I don't like to joke because I want to be real with you. What am I doing sign up for? What's wrong with me? I'm going to grab up 2 coins, and I always do this, but you need to see. Hold on, I did the wrong thing here. Hold on. Zilliqa. And you know what I'm about to say if you haven't. And if you're new watching, you're about to learn what I'm going to say to this. Zilliqa and Harmony is what I want to grab up. And the reason I'm grabbing up these coins is because what I'm about to say is very significant. And I'm about to show you that you can still make good profit with eggs. Goose Finance, Goose DeFi, whatever you want to call it. Bit of breath. Harmony offers 10% or maybe 10, 11 or 12% APR every single year because you have to recompound it. That's why it's called APR, right? Otherwise, if it was automatically recompounded, it would be called APY. So that's what Harmony offers. Zilliqa offers roughly 14 to 15%, and I think that's APR as well because it's not automatically staked. Now, when you compare these 2 coins, which are brilliant coins, by the way, totally brilliant in their own ways, because they're totally different to the DeFi, right? Goose Finance. You actually earn 10 or 20 times more your money through staking Goose Finance just in this incubator egg right here. Not even incubator, just in the nest, sorry. Just in this nest here, you can earn so much more. Even if it was at 100%, you'd still be earning 5 or 7 times more the price of your Zilliqas and your Harmonies. Do you see where I'm coming from now? So this is why I say there's still more money to be made. For those who have lost money, you can make it back. I promise you can make it back. I don't like promising things, but I'm just showing you realistic data. This has been stable for the longest time, 210%, for the longest time. Pretty much since they started this whole entire Goose Finance. It has been stable for the longest time. And you know what? This is why I say I have to give props to them because they've made this clear. Gooses who want to enjoy lower APY, but the stable price can hodl the eggs, right? And this is what they're saying, right? It is lower APY, but you get a stable price near enough, and you can still earn good money. Now, I think the eggs are very undervalued right now, and I think by buying up eggs right now, and again, this is not investment advice. I'm just trying to show you a strategy, yeah. Buying up eggs now could be a good price to buy it because I still believe that as this bull cycle goes up, we could see the egg price go up as well. And just in that itself, you can make money by doubling your price or whatever it is. If it was to go to $60 again or $120, whatever dollars it goes to. But as a staking side of things, as a passive income, you could be making good money just with this nest alone. And if you didn't want to buy eggs, you could use things like your Binance US dollar. Because if worse comes to worse and the eggs crush and they go to 0, you still get a nice little APR here, which is 83%. And guys, remember, like I said, 83% alongside Zilliqa's. Look, Zilliqa and Harmony, you times them by 2 together, because 14, look, if you doubled this, it's 28%. If you doubled the Harmony, it's 20%. So what is that? 48%. Again, you're still getting double the APR with just this little place here, this nest here with Binance US dollar. Your dollar can't go down in price. This could be another good strategy. But remember, they take 4% of your coins, hence why they're offering this nest, right? Because it is stable. It is more reliable. I feel like I'm shouting at you. And I'm not even shouting. I got like a low mid. I feel like I'm telling you off. But no, seriously, real talk, guys. I'm on your side here. And I think that people really need to open their minds up to maybe taking a breather back on the layered farming. I have my strategies. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And you best believe my patrons know what we're going to do as well. And if you don't want to miss out on a very easy strategy, guys, become a patron. You know, you're welcome to. Select the tier that offers my buy, sell, stake alerts. And I'm pretty sure you'd be more than happy because you won't be losing money all the time. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. If you enjoyed, oh, I've got some more money now. Because I keep taking it out, right? Every so often I just take it and put it in dollars. If you enjoyed this, guys, or if it was helpful to you, more than, forget the enjoy. If it was helpful to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe. Developers, Goose developers, if you've seen this, I don't mean to be harsh. I just want to be real with you. Like, you know, you are losing faith in your project through the investors because they don't want to keep losing money. Unless you can figure out a way to stabilize this price. Like I said, the pancake bunnies are putting, you know, fees on top of these things. And I'm pretty sure the fees are going back into the egg price and they're buying back, hence why it's going up in price. I might be wrong, but something like that could work. If you liked it, please drop a like. Give me a subscribe. Shout out to everyone. I only got my phone on me. I wanted to do a shout out to my Patreons. Sorry guys, I haven't got my phone on me. Shout out to my Patreons. I do apologize. I'm going to get it next time. And yeah, thank you guys for watching as well. I hope it was helpful. I'm all over the place now. But yeah, I needed to do this video. And cheers. Look forward to seeing my next video. Cheers.